The spiritual man speaks to the natural man through the language of desire. The key to progress in life and to the fulfillment of dreams lies in ready obedience to its voice. Unhesitating obedience to its voice is an immediate assumption of the wish fulfilled. To desire a state is to have it. As Pascal has said, "You would not have sought me had you not already found me." Man, by assuming the feeling of his wish fulfilled and then living and acting on this conviction, alters the future in harmony with his assumption. This is an excerpt from Neville Goddard's 1949 book, Out of This World. If Neville were sitting across from you, he would likely lean in with a gentle, firm intensity and tell you that desire is not a longing for something you lack, but a message from your higher self that the thing already exists. Hear this again. Neville would likely tell you that desire is not a longing for something you lack, but a message from your higher self that the thing already exists. Number 1, desire is God speaking. Neville viewed the spiritual man as your own wonderful human imagination, which he equated with God. To him, a desire isn't a random craving. It is a word or a prompt from your inner self. If you feel the urge to be successful, healthy, or loved, it's because that version of you already exists in the 4th dimension, the realm of imagination. You wouldn't feel a thirst if water didn't exist. Number 2, already found me. He would highlight that Pascal quote to show that the search is an illusion. You cannot seek what you don't already possess in consciousness. To Neville, finding it happens the moment you conceive the idea. The physical world is just a delayed shadow. Therefore, you don't work toward a goal, you work from the goal. Number 3, the immediate assumption. Neville would tell you that the only sin is a lack of faith in your imagination. Obedience to the voice of desire means instantly closing the gap between I want and I am. When the desire pops up, you don't say, I hope to be that one day. You say, it is done. You immediately clothe yourself in the feeling of how it would feel now if it were true. Number 4, he often used the phrase thinking from, not thinking of. Thinking of means looking at your dream from the outside, noticing it's missing. Thinking from means looking at the world through the eyes of the person you want to be. He would explain that by living and acting on this conviction, he doesn't necessarily mean frantic physical action. He means mental action. You occupy the mental state of your wish fulfilled so completely that your physical body is naturally moved to perform the actions necessary to bring it to pass. His bottom line: your imagination is the only reality. The natural man, your 5 senses, will tell you it's a lie. But the spiritual man knows that an assumption, though false to the senses, if persisted in, will harden into fact. I remember listening to his lectures, and I remember him saying that you won't have to lift a finger. Either I've read this in one of his books or heard this in his lectures, where he says you won't have to lift a finger. You don't have to aid God to make the manifestation happens. Once you have taken that inner action, which is often the imaginal act, once you've done that and you've assumed it, there's nothing else for you to do. You can do nothing to aid the manifestation to happen. You just have to have faith. That's all. And another thing he used to mention is that once you've assumed yourself to be the person that you want to be, you are often moving under compulsion to whatever things need to be done by you. So it's not something you think and manufacture in your mind and then you force yourself to do out in the world, but it's more of a natural thing that happens as you live in the wish fulfilled state. It's not something you try to make happen, but it's something that just happens as you live naturally. You will be acting under compulsion, is the phrase he used as far as I can remember. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, because I feel like this excerpt that I said in the beginning was so amazing. It is full of nuggets, important information that I feel is really a key. It's the major substance of what he was saying, what he is saying all along. Thank you so much.